again.
Sup guys, Lepitan here, and welcome back to my channel. Man, it's been a while since my best of Lepitan video has been uploaded. So I was thinking about doing a something new to my channel actually. I actually was messing around with a new recording software. It's called OBS Studio. It's similar to Bandicam, but except it's way better. It has lots and lots of more options to choose from. It even has like a better preview screen or something, like before you record or something. And right now I'm actually looking at myself actually while I'm talking, so it's kind of like speech jammer. So I'm trying not to look at myself through the recording. But yeah, as you can see, you can't see it right now because the webcam is in the way of everything. But you want to know something cool with the webcam for this edition? So earlier it used to be on the right, but now I'm gonna make it on the left, because that's how most YouTubers have it do. And this is so I can actually like change my webcam however I like. So I can have it go from go to here, so that way I can actually like I can like talk and stuff and things. Yeah. And then I can also go to what I generally play in, which is this. And I think this is very useful. So so that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. I'm going to be using OBS Studio from now on. I'm not going to be using Bandicam, but and also I've been doing I got a new logo, and I got a new channel art. They're kind of similar. They're kind of similar to what it was last time, but except it's more polished. But except it's more polished. So we got the like things. But anyway, that's about gonna start today's episode, and you know the title of the video is going to be how to use Bandicam properly. Because on my other videos I use Bandicam. But well, obviously before this video is made. Right now I'm using OBS Studio to record, but now I'm actually gonna be starting. I'm gonna be walking you through a tutorial on how to set up Bandicam, so that if you do want to record with Bandicam, then you can happily choose. You can happily do so. But yeah, I'm doing OBS, by the way. This is not Bandicam. As you can see in front of me, this is the OBS screen right here. I'm going to minimize that. And now I am going to... Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to download Bandicam, obviously. I obviously have the full version of it. You can obviously... Okay, well, this app to make changes to your computer. Yes, I'll have the app make changes to my computer. Because why not? So, yeah. So this is Bandicam. It'll pop up this right here, and then it will show, once it loads, the most advanced game, video, and screen recording software. It's not really, but I mean, I won't complain. There are kind of a little bit of kinks and stuff to work out. OBS to me is a little bit better because there's a lot more options and stuff. But yeah, so you can see that this is the Bandicam screen that you'll have. It's like a little like window thingy. You can move around and stuff. You can even move out of the way if you want to. Move on to a different window. I only have one window, so yeah. was thinking about buying myself a desktop computer so that I can have that other window to be used, because obviously I do have another monitor right beside me, but it's not, but it's for a desktop computer, so yeah. I was actually thinking about getting a desktop computer someday, so that way I can actually run better games and stuff. But yeah, so this is it's interesting, and obviously you saw my intro, my new intro. I actually made that using recording on my phone, and also edited it on video on this thing. It's called VideoPad. It's made by NCH Suite softwares, VideoPad software that NCH is using. But anyway, and we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. But anyway, so Bandicam. So how do I record my videos, you ask, and publish them to YouTube? Well, all I have to do is I select, there's different modes and stuff. Back then I would use the screen recording mode. However, only use the screen recording mode if you want to record stuff like if something's gonna like go, if there's a full screen game, don't use this. Do not use this. If you're going full screen game, don't use this. Otherwise, it'll probably mess something up. Except for like game maker games, which I used a lot. Which I use the screen recording mode a lot because game maker games work with screen recording mode, thankfully. But yeah, other ones don't. However, like I actually couldn't get Minecraft recording with screen recording mode, even if I tried. So yeah. And then there's game recording mode. That's what you need to record any other game, to any other game besides game maker games. You know, game maker games like I'm Scared and all that. They use a game engine called Game Maker. Game Maker, it's best to use screen recording mode. For other games, though, it's best to use game recording mode, because that way, let's say if you if it does however, the only catch is that if if the video game closes and you don't record and you don't stop the recording before the game closes, it'll ultimately crash your computer and you'd have to restart your computer. I learned this the hard way when I played Slender the Arrival for the very first time. Because I remember, you remember when I did Slender the Arrival, I said it was my second attempt at doing this possible. This is the reason why. It's because I accidentally hit exit game without stopping the recording, which ultimately crashed my computer and caused all my recording files to become corrupted. So I had to do it again. So yeah. And then there's also device recording mode. I wouldn't recommend using this, but if you want to, then you can like, device recording mode is basically just like you hook something up to, you basically record a TV or you record your webcam and all that stuff. And yeah, that's what that mode is. And you also see your webcam thing, a little preview thing. I'm not entirely sure what these do exactly, but you can also see the amount of bytes that is available and the limit of bytes. So because my memory is I only have 76 gigabytes left, it's telling me that I can record up to 76 gigabytes before it stops the recording automatically. Because obviously storage issues, you know, because and OBS will probably do the same thing, you know. It's just normal, you know. Anyway, so you hit, so these buttons, pause, there's record, and then there's capture image. So you want to do any of these, that's fine. I don't typically like to use these very much, but yeah. Alright, now let's go over to, okay, so the home area, I had it on video. Alright, home. Get started. Game recording. So it says game recording mode. This mode allows you to record gameplay while showing FPS and all that stuff. I don't like showing the FPS though, so I can actually like I'll see why. You'll see why in the FPS section over here. But anyway, so there are different modes like screen recording mode around mouse, screen recording mode full screen, which is what I typically use, this thing right here. Screen recording mode rectangle, which you can actually like have a rectangle and stuff, which is what I used in my like Pacific Lottery in Amsterdam video. You should check that out. That's what I used the rectangle thing for. Device recording mode. This is obviously where you can hook up that TV. This is the same thing as that. This is the same thing as that. Okay. And this is the record button. Record and stop. You actually set hotkeys for this. And there's also advanced options when you go into record and image. Well, video and an image. I mean, sorry. But anyway, these are just the main options that are in this. So I'll get to these later. General. Alright, general. So you want to do is you want to actually like you want to do an output folder. How you do that is you click open and you just like select the folder, you click OK, and it selects the folder that you want to save the recordings in. Bandicam window always on top. I don't recommend that because it'll just mean that you're recording, and it's kind of like that Bandicam watermark that I had. So disable that. Start Bandicam minimize to tray. I wouldn't do that because like just in case if it lags or something. I don't know. You might want to do that. I don't know. I've never actually done this. Run Bandicam on Windows startup. I wouldn't technically do that just in case it doesn't work out, like if your computer lags because of it. Auto start recording full screen recording on Bandicam startup. Don't do that unless if you want to. I would not do it, but if you want to, you can. Set timer for auto start recording. Obviously you can do any of these. These are just settings that I keep in mind. These are just settings that I would recommend disable or enable and stuff like that. So that's general. We have FPS. So FPS overlay. I wouldn't recommend FPS overlay unless if you actually want the FPS showing on your screen the entire time that you're playing. So show, hide, hotkey, you can show it or you can hide it using a hotkey. You can set that. Position hotkey. You can position the hotkey whatever you like. And show. You can also show FPS overlay, which yeah. You like. I think I think it's like the FPS thing goes into the recording. It's actually the FPS thing is actually being recorded. I'm not sure, but anyway, FPS limit. Hotkey is you can set that FPS limit to all that stuff. You can just change that. I wouldn't really recommend going to this section, but if you want to, that's fine. Record stop hotkey. Record stop. Record or stop. So basically you record and then you stop. It's kind of like a toggle thing. You can set a hotkey for that. Like when I did it, I would always press F9 and then do the like sup guys, Lepitan here type of thing. Right, F9. I would press F9 before I would do this. So, and then I press pause hotkey, which is F12. I wouldn't recommend using pause hotkey, but it's useful in certain circumstances. I used it once and it didn't really work out for me, but it might be useful for you. Who knows? And definitely enable this feature if you want a webcam in your videos. Add webcam overlay. Format MP4. I wouldn't really fiddle-daddle with this area, cause I have no idea what all these are and stuff. I'm not like a super genius at all this. But then we go to settings, and go to settings. There's sound. There's webcam. These are the recording settings: sound, webcam, mouse, logo, and options. So let's go to sound. Record sound, obviously. And I definitely recommend save audio tracks while recording. .wav. I'm not sure if there's like a way you can change that to like MP3 or other ones, but I don't know. Maybe in future versions they can add like a thing where you can change the output file. The output file that happens. Okay, so the primary sound device, you can set that. I would recommend that being your microphone, because in my recordings, the microphone was louder than the gameplay sound. So I set the volume up to 100. I wouldn't recommend mono, setting mono, just in case. I don't know entirely what that does, but I don't want to risk it. And then secondary sound device, the headphones saying, this is the headphones saying this is a, you can like set the one that like records the game audio, like for example, the gameplay audio is actually going into my headphones. So I do headphones. I record off of headphones. And then there's 2 sound mixing, primary plus secondary into 1 audio track. Do not enable that. I've learned that the hard way. I had to do a recording all over again because of that. Don't do that. Unless if you want to, obviously. But yeah, I would not recommend doing that. Push to talk or push to mute. You can do that if you want to. I didn't really do that very much. Webcam. Add webcam overlay to video. If you want to have a webcam, then you can go over here and checkmark that. Add webcam overlay to output video file. Yeah. That was what I did. I add webcam overlay to output video file. But it's better. It's probably recommended if you save webcam video as separate file. But I always did this one, just because I didn't have VideoPad like I do now. VideoPad is, if you don't know, VideoPad is similar to like Adobe Premiere, where you can edit videos and stuff. So yeah. Here's the settings. The webcam I used was integrated webcam. It's integrated into my laptop, so yeah, it's like a camera on the top of the monitor there. And the format, you don't really need to mess around with this unless if you are a genius and stuff like that and stuff. Overlay size, you can change that. Position it however you liked. For my old videos, I put it there. This is like, and you can also preview it. Oh shoot, I probably shouldn't have crap. Because running more than one webcam services actually kind of like doesn't work out as well, so I should probably not preview it, just in case. Just in case if it breaks the recording a little bit. And you can also set these as well. For game recording mode, preview webcam on screen. I wouldn't recommend checking this because obviously that actually prevents you to being able to see certain parts of the game that you're trying to play, so yeah. And also it's kind of like speech jammer as well, so that's why I don't do that. I wouldn't really show mouse cursor, because I remember all my old videos when I used to do that. I felt like it was kind of... I felt like it was kind of, like, not really practical. I swear to God I hear something. Okay. Mouse, and then we got the logo, add logo to video. And we can add logo to video. I have no idea what this is, but you can ask somebody else about that. Then we have options. Recording priority. Because I do gameplay and stuff, I need to be able to both record and do gameplay at the same time. So I just do normal, general task priority. So that way not only does the recording function, it actually enables other things like the game to function as well. Because it's not all about the recording; it's about the actual footage, and it's all about the It's not about the actual recording. It's not always about the actual recording. It's sometimes about the actual what you're recording and how it will work out. For game recording mode, I wouldn't check this just in case things bug out and stuff. Your recording just skips a few beats and stuff. For screen recording mode, use enhanced capture method. Faster Windows A above. I would recommend checking that. Just because why not? So that's the recording settings. Now we go to the image. The hotkey is F10. So well, I set it to F10. You can set it to however you want. Sometimes I would use the image capture for my thumbnails and stuff. I used to anyway, until I started using Google Images for thumbnails and stuff like that. But anyway, I wouldn't really do anything else. I would do JPEG high quality because that's interesting. I kind of like that file. Okay, so when I was at the About station, I actually accidentally showed my license for the full version of Bandicam, which was a huge mistake because obviously that's considered personal information. So I did not show that on video, and I have no way of having a black box over it. I'm not sure how you do a black box over it, so it's good. It's just gonna have to be. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, I accidentally showed my personal information. Of course, it's not gonna be in the recording because I don't want my personal information to be out there, and all that stuff, and things and stuff and things. And then, if you want to. There is also a thing that I use, Video Windows Movie Maker. You probably know what that is, and there's also a video pad which is similar to that, but that's all for Bandicam. That's all you have to do for Bandicam. So I'm gonna close this now. I'm gonna see, is my recording still intact? Yay! My webcam's still here. I remember I previewed my webcam on Bandicam. I thought it would mess up my recording. Thankfully not. Okay. Yeah, my webcam's still here. Okay. Well, anyway, that'll be it for this video. If you have a rating, it would be much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing videos very often, so check out my videos check out my channel for more videos that I do in the future. And if you like this video, then check out my other videos. They're also pretty awesome. So. Ratings would be much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.